What's up, comic fans, and it's time for new comic book day. Why? With comic news. All right, so let's get it started. Let's see. Alex was here earlier. Comic Addicts. Yo, what's up? Hope everyone is having a swell day. And Dagger's here. Oh wait, I'm here too. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Dagger? All right, let's start with a little comic news like we do. So today, I didn't get to read it yet, but apparently today, and here's a little spoiler, guys, but whatever, it's out there in the world. Today, Thor 25 came out with Al Ewing, and it was supposed to be they said they solicited it as the death of Thor. So it was the Immortal Thor number 25. I don't know if you're immortal, if you could die, but that was it. So here's a summary of what's happening with Thor. Marvel's Immortal Thor series ends with the dramatic finale promising the death and rebirth of Thor. Al Ewing will continue as the writer of Thor comics when it relaunches in August of 2025 with a new direction. Yeah, it really wasn't working the way it was. You didn't shave yet. That's right, I didn't shave yet, but I do have to shave. I'll be shaved for Monday Night Raw books. Rip Immortal Thor. Right, Aaron? All right. Let's see. What else? They do plan on calling the series something. It was originally scheduled to just be called Thor. That is not what is happening anymore. And then the theory is a new comic title change signals major changes for the hero. So we'll see what they're going to do with Thor, but it won't be, there's no more Immortal Thor, and there won't be a Thor comic coming out. It looks like Thor number 1, which is coming out in August or September, will have an Alex Ross cover on cover A, and maybe Alex Ross will keep doing the Thor covers. I feel 10 pounds lighter today. That's right, because you shaved. Your face is probably as smooth as a baby's bum. All right, I'm looking at issue 2 of the new Thor run, and it looks like they have an Alex Ross cover on that as well. So maybe Alex Ross will continue to do the Thor covers. Very cool, very cool, very cool. It certainly is. All right. Otherwise, let's see. Jim Shooter died recently. He was the editor-in-chief of Marvel. He died at 73. He definitely revolutionized Marvel. When Stan Lee left, he took over. And, Stan Lee left for Hollywood. He took over and kind of revitalized Marvel, brought in a lot of licensed products, right? So we saw Transformers, G.I. Joe. He did the Star series with like Care Bears and who else was under there? Wally the Wizard, right? Alf, Garfield, I believe, were all part of, or was it Heathcliff? I think it was Heathcliff. We're all part at some point of the Marvel brand underneath different insignias, if you will. And then he brought Epic Comics in, which was kind of the precursor to Image Comics, right? So Jim Shooter, revolutionary. Dead at 73. I'm gonna bring in my guest today. We have Aaron, Psychotronic Squirt Gun, in the house. What's up, Aaron?
Hey, what's up, Will? Thanks for having me here today.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks for being here. You got anything to add to Jim Shooter's legacy?
Oh, yeah, dude was a legend. Apparently, he got into the comic book industry at something like the age 13 or 14.
That's
and
crazy.
he started off, I think, in Legion of Superheroes, right, over at DC, and yeah, man, just moved up on through the ranks and created some wonderful stuff. I grew up in the Jim Shooter era, with the Secret Wars and like you said, he he brought in a lot of different franchises for Marvel, including Micronauts and ROM and stuff like that. During his tenure, he also had some flops. Right, he had the New Universe, which I think at one point he had the idea and he expressed it that he was going to reach the Marvel Universe with the New Universe, and but I was there for the New Universe and I enjoyed a lot of it. I especially liked Justice. My I don't know, my teeny bopper mind thought Justice was really cool for some reason.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of stuff, the DP7 and Cyforce and all that stuff. So and Starbrand was the biggest one. I think I liked Starbrand as well. And whenever I see that stuff on the cheap, which you do, but in high grade, I keep it. So it's easy to collect that stuff.
No, it's cool stuff. The other thing I vaguely remember, right, was I think at the same time that comics were in trouble, DC was thinking about selling off their characters, right?
Yeah,
and Jim Shooter was almost involved in buying them, right? But then he said something like, "If your characters were worth buying, you wouldn't be going bankrupt," or something to that effect. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know what the exact quote is. Maybe later in life he said, "No, I just didn't want to bring them all together in one, thing."
Right.
That would have been incredible if they did that, but it's, that would have been tough to do. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I sometimes have these. I used to when I was a kid, have these fantasies called fusion comics in which DC and Marvel, were in one universe and how that would work out and stuff.
Right. That would be weird, right? Superman and Batman.
Well, also, I imagine it being like just there was two worlds, like the alternate world, and a lot of the street fighters would be in one world, I think. And maybe, I don't know, I had it all figured out at one point. I can't remember it now. And there would be a portal or something to the two different worlds or whatever. But two different Earths or whatever. Also, with Jim Shooter, he actually left Marvel, and I know he did a lot of independent publishing. He created Defiant, right? And he was defiant against Marvel, and Marvel sued his butt, and he sued him back, and so he's a slugger. He was a slugger, So rest in peace, Jim Shooter, man, a legend,
Yeah, I think he didn't he also help Valiant at one point. He was over.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he definitely helped. I heard he was tough guy to work for, but at the same time, he really looked out for his guys. So he's kind of the reason why a lot of Marvel artists and writers get, I guess what they call incentives.
Yeah.
So, depending on sales and stuff.
When he was 13, he pitched to DC, the Legion of Superheroes, and he created new characters like Karate Kid and stuff like that. And he pitched the story to them and said, "This will revolutionize Legion of Heroes," right? And they bought it. They bought the idea, and they had him come on, So can you imagine? By that time, he was 14, and he was working for DC Comics.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Let's see. Alex is in the house. What's up, Comic Addicts? How's it going? All right. One other announcement before we move on to the books. I will be giving away a CGC free premium membership on my channel. So stay tuned, stay around, keep your ears open. I'll announce when I'm giving that away. Probably 2 Mondays. So not next Monday, but the Monday after that will probably be when I give it away.
Yeah, dude.
So not the 7th, but the 14th. So that's just something I'm doing for the community. There's only really, there's 3 stipulations to it. One is you have to be a subscriber to the channel, which is easy. Just hit that
Oh,
sub button.
I better go do that now. No.
2 is you have to just earn an entry at some point. I keep giving them away randomly on my channel. 3 is just show up to the actual stream where I'm giving it away, and you can be entered to win that. So
I always hear that Red Hot Chili Peppers song when people say "give it away." You know?
Let's see what Dagger's like. Free? What? No way. I
No
mean,
way!
if you want to pay for it. Speaking of universes where Batman and Superman and all the people get together. This is the Marvel catalog for this month.
Nice. You went to your LCS today?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah, and I got the free preview. Apparently, this is people are paying money for this thing, and it's free. So if you can find it in your local comic shop, just go grab one.
First time, man. First time they appear on a cover together.
Yeah, so it's Batman and Deadpool. And this is the Marvel previews.
Yeah, it has Batman on there. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the DC insignia on this one with Marvel. So it's happening. Crossover.
Wow.
So they're actually going to do a crossover. What else? What else did I pick up? That was free. They didn't do the same thing on the DC one. It's just Batman. No Deadpool.
Wow.
So, and this one still goes for free, but this one people are actually willing to pay money for. Yeah. And then if your comic shop has one, pick up one of these. It's a cool, quick read. I usually read it and then toss it.
Yeah. So, excellent.
And this one is cool because it has it's got articles, unlike the catalogs. The catalogs really just have the books in there. That one actually has articles. If you haven't been to an LCS in a while, they're doing these Justice League cards. This is cool. John Stewart. But they've been doing them once a week for like the last month and a half. So we also have another Green Lantern. We have the Hal Jordan card.
I'm glad they're bringing back the cards, man. You know.
Yeah. We got the Green Arrow, the Flash. These are all Justice League, so they're doing Justice League Unlimited. So
cool. Well, that's gonna be a lot of cards.
Yeah. Zatanna. Well, you could tell because we got a Zatanna card. So they went deep for that one. And Supergirl. So those are the cards that have come out so far. So I've been collecting those. Hey, yo, the Rising Rhino's in the house. What's up? What's up, buddy? Rhino! All right, so I think that's it for the freebies. Now we'll get into the actual comics that came out this week.
At some point, I'm going to show some of these books that I just got in this big old box, dude. Crazy.
That was a huge box.
Yeah.
You want to show it one more time? Look at that thing.
Got that from Random Reads.
It's crazy. All right, so this week we got we got a new Captain America. Chip Zdarsky's writing this one.
A series?
Yeah, it's a whole new series. We like Chip.
Yeah.
Alex Ross cover. Interiors are Valerio Shetty, who's actually pretty good. I think he's done a lot of things, honestly, but I think he did some Daredevil recently.
Yeah, dude.
Real good. Let's see if we can find a splash page. Look at this. We got Cap on his
Matthew, I'm opening a box from Kevin sent me. And Matthew, Will doesn't feel good like you don't feel good from Heroes Con, man.
Yeah, Matt, you gave me your crud. No, I'm kidding.
Con crud.
Con crud.
I'll be on Matthew's thing tomorrow. No, it's Thursday morning. No. Yeah, tomorrow. What? Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah. Holy freak.
Week's going fast, huh? We got an Iron Man appearance in here.
I'm already watching the Cobra movie, that bad Sylvester Stallone movie, Cobra. That's for Monday.
That's for Monday. bad cinema.
Yeah, tomorrow's good cinema, which I couldn't watch it for free, so I couldn't. It's Munich, that movie Munich.
Oh, Munich, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I couldn't watch it for free, and my wife doesn't want to watch darker, serious, intense movies before she goes to sleep. You know.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Captain America.
That looks great, man. Matthew, are you excited for the new Captain America, Chip Zdarsky? That is awesome, dude.
Let's see. Yeah, it should be. I mean, I like Chip. I think he does some really good work.
You weren't too keen about his Batman after a while, because right? It kind of
it was good.
Started off right.
Yeah, but I think he still does a great job. Like, I wouldn't say it was the worst Batman run. It just kind of became like almost so that he created the failsafe character, and it almost became like a rinse repeat. You know, failsafe shows up, beat him up, move on to the next villain. Oh no, failsafe's back. Do it again.
Yeah, so
it was.
I wish he did Amazing Spider-Man. I know the argument was, well, he's too nervous to do it, but I'm like, BS, dude, because he did a great, spectacular Spider-Man. If he could do that, then there's no reason why he can't.
Yeah, I think the rumor is like, or anyway, the rumor or what he described was like at a retreat. He was like, or somebody, one of the editors in the room was probably like, "Who wants to do Spider-Man?" And everybody's like, and then they're like, "Who wants to do Amazing Spider-Man?" And everybody's like, I guess there's like a certain amount of pressure when you do Amazing Spider-Man, to do. And also, I think the editors then have a lot more say in what happens in Amazing. The other titles, you can probably have a little bit more freedom to do what you want.
Yeah.
800 subs. I did reach 800 subs. I think it was probably today. I put out a short, which I've been doing 1 or 2 shorts a week. Like, I haven't gone short crazy, because apparently shorts can mess with your algorithm or something. Like, you'll get a bunch of subs, but you won't get the actual hours. So anyway,
or the views of your normal videos.
Yeah, so I'm at 801 subscribers. So I put out a short every once in a while, but the shorts I put out are comic related, but usually not just straight comics. Like, I do like Magic the Gathering cards. Today I did not today, yesterday I did some Walmart toys I found, and that one seemed to hit, because I let's see, I'll look at the numbers now. It's over 1,000 views already. 1.9K views. So almost 2,000 views on the toys. People love toys, apparently. So
yeah.
But I found these really cool McFarlane statue. They're actually statues. I think they go for $50 to $60. Pretty cool statues. PVC plastic, but they come with a replica comic book. Of what they're portraying. So I found like a Secret Wars 8 one, and it has like a replica Secret Wars 8 in it. So
yeah, I hear there's an Amazing Spider-Man 122 or whatever, the death of Gwen Stacy or whatever, with the Green Goblin. Like, no, is that something different? That might be a little what do you call it? But it had the fake comic in the background or whatever,
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, some of them just have like a fake, like it's just a replica of the cover. These are a new line, and they actually have like the whole comic in there. I'm not sure if it's like, replica down to the ads and everything, but they are pretty cool. The Todd Father, that's right, he did them. Yes, check out Matt on Heroes Fire. And this is Bring on the Bad Guys, Green Goblin #1. So this is a 7 issue one. So it's one shots, but it's 7 1-shots that all tie into each other, which Marvel's been doing lately. And it kind of confuses me. I'm like, why not just make it a 7-issue series called Bring on the Bad Guys, and just
they want to do #1s.
Yeah, and make it an anthology, right? They're just trying to do all the #1s.
See #1, you grab it,
right? So this is a Lee Bermejo cover. He was quite popular during the a few years ago during the
That's a
pandemic.
cool Green Goblin cover.
Yeah. So yeah, basically Mephisto is looking for some daggers. So you open it up and he's already on like page 2. Mephisto's in the book. There's also a character called Sister Sorrow who made her first appearance in the last issue. And they basically had a cover for her with both the issues. Oh, here's a Green Goblin splash.
Nice.
If you will.
Awesome.
So, oh man, let's see if we can find anything else. But basically, it seems to be a story that it's not the bad guys trying to stop Mephisto as much as they also are at times in possession of this dagger. The first issue started off with Doom. Obviously, Doom's going to be pushed. Oof.
Doom will be the last one, right?
Doom was the first one.
Oh, he was. Okay.
Yeah, so they started with Doom. And then the last issue
how was the cover?
The cover of the first one?
Of Dr. Doom cover, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I got the Sister Sorrow one, so
cool.
Cover on that. Oh, it's a big splash of
Is this the second in the series, the Green Goblin?
This is issue 2.
Okay.
It's the second in the series, not issue 2. It's the second issue. But
yeah, they're all number ones.
Yeah. The last issue though said in the back who the next villain was. So let's see if this one does the same. Yep. Next issue is Abomination. And then it looks like Loki, Red Skull, Dormammu, and then we finish off with Mephisto, who's the who appears to be the main bad guy of this one. It also looks like there's a different creative team on each issue.
Nice.
So we'll see how that.
Maybe they'll bring back the marriage because Mephisto.
Hey, right? That one, I don't think that would. Too many people wouldn't complain about that. I'm guessing. Let's catch up a little bit on the chat.
Have Spidey beat Mephisto.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Matt's 36 away from 500. Guys, if you aren't subbed up to Matt, go ahead. You got to mix it up. Matt was 35 away and lost the sub since yesterday. That happened to me. Like right now I'm at 801. I plan on waking up tomorrow and being at like 798 or something like that. But yeah, I got up to like 7. I was like 798 and then 799 and then 798 and then 799 and then 798 and then I was 801. So it's funny. Hey, Brian's in the house. What's up, Brian? LCS. Happy new comic book day. Oh, Dagger's only 18 away from 1K.
Wow. Congrats, dude.
Yeah, good for you. Everybody's saying hi to everybody, and we're on to the next comic. We have Absolute Green Lantern number 4. I'm reading all the Absolute stuff, so they're all really good. They're all like these weird twists and turns.
Dark twists.
Yeah. Abin Sur is the this Green Lantern-ish character from outer space. And he's just judging people and turning them into dust. Like that's been the whole. But he is supposedly some sort of Green Lantern. It's just nobody knows what's happening with this Green Lantern. So, and then there are other characters. This is a new Green Lantern in the book. You have Hal Jordan is in the book. Kyle Rayner in the book. Rayner. Oh, look, there's a big green explosion. But yeah, it's the Absolute books have been good. Probably my favorite is Wonder Woman. Just brings in a lot of mythology.
Cool.
I like. The Batman's pretty out there. It's pretty crazy. If you want one that's pretty kooky, then you want Absolute Martian Manhunter. Now, this didn't come out this week. This came out last week.
Yeah.
But I left it in my pull box from last week. So let's see.
Kooky, as in, I thought, is it kind of like a horror? It's not horror, huh? That's what I thought someone said one time.
It's almost like horror, but it's really more psychological.
Uh-huh.
So you can call it like psychological horror or even a psychological thriller. Like, there's a lot of things happening in this guy's head that he can't quite, comprehend.
Okay.
So, so there's like a lot of juxtaposition between like black and white and color, and he's seeing colors. It's just, he was involved in like an explosion of a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
And then my thought is that it's either the John's he either just took over, took the memories of this guy, or he became one with the guy and they both survived the explosion, but now they share the same brain. So interesting. This is also a book from last week. News from the Fallout that I didn't read. It's Chris Condon. He did that Texas Blood, which I kind of liked. Yeah. So this is all black and white, and it deals with nuclear fallout. It's kind of one of those nuclear fallout disaster type books. Not a ton of exposition in this book, just a lot of panels, and some monsters show up, and there's like a blam blam, meaning monsters got shot.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking forward to checking that out.
Cool.
And then we're back to this week's books after that. We're almost there.
So you left some comics behind last week, huh?
I did. Well, I'm kind of behind in my reading. So I'll show you. This is just some of the reading I've done in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And I'm still not caught up. So I probably have a pile that's about the same thickness as this.
Oh, you'll get there.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get through all the reading. But yeah, like you said, we'll get there eventually. Grimm number 23. I'm a few issues behind on this one. But this one's pretty cool because it deals with the daughter of the Grim Reaper. And she's kind of chosen to be the next Reaper, but she didn't want that responsibility. And then there's people trying to steal the scythe that, gives her the Reaper powers, because it gives any creature or any person who has the scythe, power. So again, another one of those books about power dynamics and the responsibility of being all powerful and not wanting it, and then people who aren't up to the task actually wanting the power.
Yeah.
All that cool stuff.
Some twists and turns in there.
All right. We're almost done. We got Sam and Twitch Case Files. So this was a $2.99, Spawn special. Actually, no, sorry, this was $3.99. The price went up on. It did. You know what's funny though is, the price on Spawn books was probably supposed to go up, I think 3 months ago.
And
it really didn't start to go up until I think this week. So I mean, it was definitely delayed. There was probably a public outcry of, how could you raise the price?
Yeah.
Which I mean, that was one of the few reasons I got the Spawn books was
right.
price.
But you got people back into Spawn.
Yeah.
Doing that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You were saying, yeah.
No, you'll be proud of me, dude. I acquired almost 2 short boxes of newer Spawn, and I have all 4 of those series that came out And I have like almost all the variants of the number one of each one of those, like
Oh,
Scorched
cool.
and King Spawn and
All the new stuff that came out. That's
all that
crazy.
stuff, man. I have probably good couple years of it, and I also have some early Spawn issues too. So it's pretty crazy.
Nice.
Man. I don't know. I want to keep it, but if I have doubles and stuff, I might let them go. And
Right. Yeah, yeah, the Spawn covers are cool too, and honestly, I think Spawn books typically so. So if you have any to get rid
Yeah,
of,
they're totally collector's item, aren't they? If they're in minty condition,
right?
and they're not a key, but they hold their value. I think So
Yeah, I totally agree. And $3.99, I guess in this world today isn't horrible with books costing $4.99 now. So
they got to keep the lights on, I guess.
yeah. Well, and you're right. But yeah, like everybody's back into Spawn, right? So there was definitely Todd definitely got the interest back up, and then I guess once everybody was back on and sales were up, they were like, "Hey, we can raise it a buck."
It's been a couple of years, right, since the relaunch.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
Now, where are they at now? Did they get their powers back? I know they lost their all. There was no powers and all this other stuff.
Right. I haven't read the most recent issue yet, but
Okay.
they were still kind of chugging along. This is Medieval Spawn, which is it's a medieval Spawn back in medieval times. They're riding horses and raiding castles with Spawn powers. So there's a big baddie in this one. The thing is now, I think once you raise the price though to $3.99, you have to make sure the quality is there, right? If there's no
how many Spawn books are out right now currently?
Hey, what's up, Birdman? Kenneth Bird is in the house. There's the Scorched.
The 4?
There's 2 Gunslingers. There's the Scorched. There's King Spawn. There's Spawn. There's Salmon Twitch. There's Black. I think it's called Black Magic. There's Medieval. That's 8, and I'm missing. Oh, there's Rat City. That's 9.
Wow.
So as far as I know, there's 9.
So the Tales of Gunslinger is ongoing. Is that the 2? There's like a Gunslinger, a Tales of.
Yeah, the Tales of is actually Gunslinger during his time.
Yeah.
And Gunslinger Spawn is Gunslinger in our time. Like he gets pulled through a portal, and he's
pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Curse of Shirley Johnson. I missed that one. That's 10.
Hey, Alberto.
Yeah, and some of them are minis or maxi series, so they won't all be around forever. But Gunslinger is my favorite Spawn. He's my fave too. We have
you guys will be proud of me. I got a bunch of Gunslinger number 1s, all the variants, I think.
Yeah, there was a ton of variants, and they're all really good artists.
Yeah,
who did them. So
yeah,
it's a good one. I actually picked up 1 or 2 out of a 50-cent bin a couple of months ago. So
yeah.
All New Venom number 8. This is a fun series. They definitely pulled the old red herring wool over your eyes trick with this one, because they they promoted it as being like one of 5 different characters, and then none of those 5 characters actually ended up being the all new Venom. So wow. Yeah, they I mean, I kind of saw it coming, but also was like, Marvel, come on, what are you doing?
Come on, Marvel.
That's it. You know what though? I've been reading this series, and it's been a fun read. So
yeah,
now we got Doc Ock involved. I mean, I know a lot of people hate it. Not hate it. They hate some of the characters. Like you have Paul in the series, and Paul's dating MJ, and nobody likes Paul because Paul's dating MJ.
Exactly.
Yeah,
get Paul out of here.
Right. All right. We have a JR cover here. We saw John Romita at Heroes Con.
Matt took a good picture of him with him.
and that's
How's that new Amazing Spider-Man, dude?
I'm actually enjoying it. I think
Is it better
it's
than
cool.
Nick Spencer, Dan Slott, and what was the other one after that?
Uh,
Nick Spencer,
there was Zeb Wells after
Zeb Wells. Yeah, who's on it
uh,
now?
Joe Kelly.
Yeah, that should be better, right?
Yeah, so you got a classic. I never really I didn't mind Slot so much.
Yeah,
A lot of people didn't like what Slot did
he
with
just wasn't
Peter.
consistent for me. Some
Yeah.
issues were totally bubblegum, and then suddenly it was a good issue. It's weird.
Yeah, he does. You know what? Slot is I feel like Slot fits the bill if you're doing like a child's version of Spidey, right? It's safe, not too crazy, and then every once in a while the stakes are risen, but the
Yeah.
stakes aren't always high. So sometimes the stakes are so low it's like reading it's like reading a day of in the life of Peter. Let's follow Peter as he goes to the office. Oh, look, Peter's drinking coffee. So, it was, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I didn't mind him as much as what like Nick Spencer did. Nick Spencer spent like 50 issues teasing a character that shows
Yeah.
up, and then the character wasn't even all that great.
Yeah.
So,
So you say so far Joe is better than Nick Spencer.
yeah, and I think he's definitely more he's definitely been more engaging than some of the other stuff too. Like
Okay.
each issue actually has a purpose, I feel
Cool.
like. So like your problem with Dan Slott, where some issues could have been just throwaways. I don't feel like we get that too much with Joe Kelly. So we got Thor, the immortal Thor, the death of Thor. So you see, it says even an immortal can die. So Thor's gonna die here, and then they're rebooting the Thor series. So
Rip Immortal Thor, you guys.
Thor's dead again. Yes.
Well, he'll be
and he'll be he comes back in late August, early September.
Yeah.
All right. And then here's the last.
Who kills him? Do you know? Spoilers here? Let's not spoil it.
No,
It just came out.
That's why I didn't even thumb through it. But
no spoilers. Spoiler-free show, right? Will
spoiler-free. Even though I'm pretty sure I gave some spoiler earlier. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Even the artwork got a little chintzy. Like,
yeah,
I don't like the way Thor.
Boring. No, I'm boring. But you held in there, didn't you? You just kept going, dude.
Yeah, I got all 25 issues. It felt like a lot more than 25 issues.
It's 2 years, right? Or less than that, actually, maybe.
It was a marathon, if you will. Here, there's a doom, which is kind of a thing that happens in Thor books when the lightning strikes. But yeah, Alex Ross covers. All Alex Ross covers on the A's. So
yeah, awesome. You got a favorite Marvel's comic out now? That from Marvel?
Favorite Marvel book out right now
is DC kicking.
Probably Ultimate. If the Ultimate Universe counts, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, and this is not the next book is not far off. Ultimate Wolverine. That one's also.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah. That's you got Magic on the cover. That's the Ultimate Universe Magic. She is not a nice individual in this universe. And if you look, her sword appears to be going through the chest of Wolvie there. So
yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, it looks like Wolverine's having a bad day. So
does he ever have a bad day? I don't know.
I feel like they're all bad days. Yeah.
Well, how is the Ultimate Wolverine versus the regular guy?
So he's basically the Winter Soldier of the Ultimate Universe.
Oh yeah.
He's an assassin. He gets brainwiped by Omega Red, Colossus, and Magic. They're all like rulers of their domain. and they use him as an assassin to try to get rid of anybody really who stands in their way.
Well, should I start reading new comics again? I mean, how long has it been? It's been a while now.
It's been a while. And that's Ultimate Sabretooth over here. He's actually a good guy in this universe.
Oh, okay. You remember when I read new comics and I decided to stop, I had enough.
Right.
That's why we made this show. New Comic Book Day. Why?
Why are you buying new comics? Why? I would say as long as you stick to the tried and true good guy, the good ones.
Yeah.
No, don't. You know what the big thing I would say, guys, is don't chase. Stay away from the FOMO. Don't chase the new characters. Read what you like, and
that stuff will come to you. The modern stuff can come to you at a good, affordable price after a while.
Yeah, and if you wait long enough, you'll find it in a dollar bin too.
Yeah.
So you don't have to chase all the stuff, because the thing is, you chase every book that you think is gonna have something big happen, you're gonna spend way too much money. And
is Jed McKay still doing Moon Knight? I remember liking that.
Yeah, he's still on the new iteration of Moon Knight, and it's still pretty good. It is still pretty good. I've fallen off of it, but just because my list has grown so big. But now that Thor's dead, maybe I can move on to Moon Knight.
Hey, you never know. Pick it up in the back issues up in the dollar bin.
Exactly. All right. Well,
whoa. You know what this means, people? You know what this means, right? This means you get to see for the first time what I got from Random Reads. Dun, dun, dun. So, Kevin,
I'm gone.
I helped my buddy out, Kevin, and just bought a bunch of stuff and wasn't necessarily looking for a lot of it. I'm interested in most of it, though. So, we did some backstage wheeling and dealing. I was saying yay and nay and stuff like that. Some of it is awesome, I bet. Wow, I don't think I could get through all this, you guys. I really don't. But we'll start. Hey, we got some fun stuff right in the top here, I guess. Fantasy masterpieces
from the Golden Age.
Yeah,
that's Human Torch and Human Torch.
Yeah, they're chumming around. They're flying around. And we got the original Black Knight. I bet this is good. I should eat the mint in my mouth right now. I'm all slurring my words.
Whatever happened to the android? He still exists.
Well, they bring him back sometimes,
Yeah. I know in the Ultimate universe, he's. I think he's part of the Ultimates.
I don't know if I have this Dazzler, but I said yay to Dazzler. I collect Dazzler.
Nice.
I think I have this one.
Yeah, Daredevil 300.
I'll check it against the copy I have, and keep one and sell the other. You guys remember Damage Control?
They thought about they had teased the TV series Damage Control.
Wolverine's got fangs, dude.
Yeah. What happened to Wolvie there? Looks like his jaw's messed up.
Do you love when the Punisher has a bandana on? A red one.
The Punisher bandana.
Okay, so Dan Slott, not my favorite writer, as you guys know, but
a number one.
All right, yeah.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, I collect my Fantastic Four. Here we go with a Strange Tales. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare, you guys.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I could take it out of the I don't know, man. That Strange Tales, that looks pretty cool, right? So like I said,
you got a lot of books to get through. I don't know if we have time for you to take them out the bag.
Yeah, I know. There's Frank Frazetta.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, if there's anything you really want to take out of the bag, do it.
Oh no. Shining Knight and Other Tales. So big thanks to Kev, man. I got all these comics now.
Frank Frazetta still sells too to this day. Like, people love his artwork.
I guess I don't know, man. The Herculoids. I
Herculoids,
don't know what year this is, but
#1. I think that's within the last 2 or 3 years. The
pretty
Herculoids.
dang cool, dude. Kevin's got great taste in comics, of course. He's a fellow Spidey fan like me. We got Jack Kirby, The Epic Life of the King of Comics, dude. Pretty
Yes.
cool, dude. I have the scan, and now I have the Jack.
Nice. I think that was like a smaller excerpt from like a larger book.
Savage Dragon #1.
Nice.
Is it minty? I don't know. It's minty.
Looks good though. Black cover.
It's minty. I don't think I'll get through all this, you guys. Sword Quest Atari.
Huh.
You know,
they had the Elf Quest people at Heroes Con.
Do you guys remember? I don't know. The Walking Dead. Do you remember this?
15-year anniversary. Oh, those were the blind bags. Yeah. That one's still in the bag, huh?
Yeah. Should I sell it?
Nice.
If this is Joe Kubert, I'll check it out. I'm not the biggest war guy, but I love Haunted Tank. I love my Joe Kubert. I know that my man Matthew likes war. This is Charlton. The last one was Charlton. This is an old Charlton.
Nice.
Silver Age. Like I said, I'll figure out what I'm keeping and what I'm GI Combat. Pretty cool.
GI Combat.
Yeah. It's Gus. I'm pointing my gun at you from the tank. I'm your friend. Enemy Ace. So just some, this is cool. I like Enemy Ace. We'll see. I'll flip through these, figure out what I'm going to do. Air War Attack. We need some superhero stuff on this show. Am I right? That's what we want. We got all kinds of cool Charlton. Charlton. That says Higgy Pop.
Nice.
We're doing the Charlton. Do. Here's Cruel Universe.
It's a cruel.
Actually, I want to show I did a remix of one of Higgy's harmonica songs. I want to play here. It's only like a minute long.
Hey, Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector's here. What's up, Manny?
Oh, Manny, what up?
Manny's in the house. Another Spidey.
Yeah, another big Spidey fan. So you should be happy I got these, right? Absolute.
Oh, you got the Absolute. So you could read them. Absolute Superman's good.
Is it?
Good. Oh, look, another cover. #2. It's a fun read because he's got a AI with him.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence that kind of is keeping him safe.
Yeah.
So
they're 1 through 6 here. That doesn't catch me up, but gets me started.
That's plenty. I mean, that's enough to catch up. That's like, the first arc of stories.
Well, yeah, I figured you'd like that one. See what else. Oh, we got some Cruel Universes. Pretty cool stuff.
EC.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So EC was I think it's printed by 2 different publishers, right? The new stories are done by Oni Press, and then I think
these are the reprints. More. I like these Cruel Universes. I like the weird sci-fi. I got my UFO.
Huh.
And I got my monster. I got this guy calling in backup, maybe. We got more. So these are awesome, actually, these reprints, man.
Yeah.
What you reading there, people? The Off-World Guide to Growing a Life Partner. Okay, so these you'll like, right? These are highly recommended. It's like everybody on every channel is like, whoever read this likes this. Okay? I want to know what you think, Will.
All right.
What does Couple Comics think? Redcoat, #1. Do you like Redcoat?
Yeah, I like Redcoat. It wasn't my favorite of all the Ghost Machine stuff, but it wasn't. He's it's one of those characters that you kind of love to hate. You know, it's one of those characters that the redeeming quality is only revealed after a few issues. Like at first, you're like, why are we even writing a story about this guy? He's
An a-hole.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. And then
I don't like that. I want to read about heroes. But this guy travels through time and stuff, right?
Yeah, he's I guess he's like an immortal, so he just doesn't age. Less time travel, more lives forever. Yeah, no, he eventually, you know, he starts to become a character you care about.
More Spawn.
There
Spawn
Spawn
kills every Spawn.
Nice.
What do you guys think? You like that?
Yeah. Matt says Redcoat's kind of a scoundrel. He's immortal, not a time traveler.
All right. Let's see. I got more Spawn kills Spawn. Pretty dang cool stuff. I don't know when this came out. Do you guys know when this came out?
That's been I believe that's pretty recent. Spawn kills every Spawn, I think was the second run after they did a Spawn kills Spawn.
Then I got a bunch of Charlton's Secret Agent. And,
Secret Agent.
Hercules. All right. So that's half of it. Should I stop now? We'll go to the second half later, or you want to?
Yeah, if you want to take a break, we can, or you could just keep going, power through it.
I'll power through it. Here's Hercules.
More Hercules.
I love these strange suspenses, though. I'm very grateful for that.
Those are cool.
I like the weird, pulpy sci-fi stuff. I love this time machine. I love time travel. I love the classic. I like that I have this comic. I don't know if I have Howard the Duck 24, but you know, older comics. I see it. I've read this. I don't know if I have these anymore, but now I know there's a history of a DC universe out either last week or I think it was last week. And Mark Waid does this one too. So
sweet.
Yes.
He's an historian.
He is, man. He rocks, dude.
I've only seen but, hey Matt, I've only seen episode 1 so far, but hopefully you're enjoying Ironheart. He says I'm really enjoying the show. There you
go. Now, I don't know. What do you guys think of this? You guys like Constantine? Yeah, there's a lot of Constantine here. Holy freak. We're talking Constantine. I don't know why. Why did I get all this Constantine?
Hope you're a Constantine.
It's a straight run 52 Constantine from 1 to 21.
Where?
Whoa. I don't think anyone was raving about it, but
from the new 52.
New 52 Constantine. I don't need to show all those, do I?
There was a Constantine show that on TV that I guess got canceled, and then Netflix picked up the last season or something like that.
I don't remember. Cool. Is this? I don't know why this was thrown in there, but
looks like another Constantine book.
Now this one I wanted because I don't know if you know, but I have the number 1 of this A cover. Okay. Now I'm going to be reading this. What do you think?
Pecan, please rewind.
Do you like Mark Spears?
You know, he's not I don't chase Mark Spears covers, but I think he's got some fun ones.
I have this, but I don't say no to. Can you imagine paying $10 for that?
I know. They just that's not a zero. That was a mistake.
Is that COVID? Was that COVID prices?
Probably.
Did I say 0 free comic book day? Yeah, it is 0. Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah, that's 0.
I could show you other stuff, but let's stay with that. No, here's the number 1 A cover. It's such a big deal.
Yeah, everybody was crazy for that.
Yeah. So I should get it now and then wait a couple of years and get it for half the price. I should sell it. I should sell it, right? Okay, here's a cool Dracula, Tomb of Dracula. That's a keeper.
Nice.
We got an Avengers annual. I probably have this, but hey. In fact, I know I do, but I'll check it against the one I have.
So I made a mistake once. I went to a vintage, like one of those what do you call them? It's like a vintage shop. They had like vintage clothing and stuff in there.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of Dracula books for like $1, Tomb of Dracula. And I wasn't there for those. So I kind of walked out without getting the books. And then I was like, I should get those books. And I went back a few hours later and they were all gone. And I was like,
oh man, I hate when that happens. Another Time Machine, different comic. I don't know if I have this authority. It didn't seem familiar to me, this cover. So
Kirby's in the house.
I don't know if that's a volume 1 or not.
Antique store. Kirby's here.
Yo, Kirby. Kirby was on the show, man. Monday. So I'm opening up a box from Kevin, Kirby. You know, Kevin had to get rid of some comics for cash. A lot of this stuff, I just said, yay, yeah, sure, you know, because it was helping him out. But I got a lot of good stuff too. Like, I think I have some of these epics, but I said yes to them anyway.
Huh.
You know, indies from the 80s.
Nice.
You know, we're getting there. We're getting there, you guys. Do you remember Claus from Grant Morrison?
Yes.
And that's some Dan Mora art in there. So that's pretty good score. Right.
What's up, Cliff?
Cliff on Comics. What up, Cliff? You guys drove to the con together, didn't you?
Cliffy.
What about? I got all these from Kevin.
We
Cliff.
were
Ninja Elite from Random Reads. Let's go support Random Reads. Sometimes I'm worried about him. Let's support him, man. He's a good man. Here's souvenirs. 0. I don't even know why I got these, but I'm like, okay, Kevin. They look cool, though. These were a lot of comics, huh, Will?
That's a ton of comics.
We need more Marvel and DC that we could go ooh and ah about. Here's a Dazzler, which I probably have. I don't know. I'll have to check it. Here's a Fantastic Four I didn't have.
Nice. Trick or Read.
Yeah, it's got the Doom dinosaur, remember?
Hey, Dr. Silverage is in the house.
Hey, Rod. I was just talking to Rod today. How are you, my man? Lost in Space.
Space Family Robinson.
Yep. Dagar the Invincible, all this cool stuff from Random Reads. You guys should totally go sub up Random Reads, man.
There we go. Yes. If anybody can throw the link in there, that'd be cool. Or I can do that.
Yeah, and this is the last of it here. But I was just picking up stuff from him because he asked me to. And a lot of it's awesome. A lot of it I'll move. I'll figure it out. But Dagar, I'm interested in, the Invincible. This is some cool gold key stuff. They're keys, you guys. Right?
Love keys. Who doesn't love a key?
And we got this one too. There's that. Pretty cool face. And this one I like. I love these old bronze spooky.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Here's
cool.
a Marvel Classics. It looks like it's in good condition here. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Ooh, number 1.
Yeah. So we're almost there, you guys. Like I said, I just grabbed stuff from he really needed help here. So I just grabbed what I could from my man Kevin. This I collect, of course.
Oh, that's cool. That's are you gonna bring that one back for 1 second? That is, there is a first appearance in there, I believe. Number 35, New Teen Titans. Or is that, yeah, I forget the name of the character, but they're Vigilante, I think, is the character that.
Really?
Yeah. And
There's the fish flies for you. Genesis, not the band. And Shadow Masters. Just like, I don't know if he gave me some stuff or if he just went, maybe, I don't know. Number 1. No, it's a Carol Potts, which is cool. Pretty cool comic. It's a thickie.
Nice.
And that's it. I want to show off the Higgy Pop remix. It's called Psychotronic Blues. He plays his harmonica. I remixed it. You want to do that real quick, my man? Can we do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We'll do this. We'll do share screen. And it's just the first minute of this right here.
All right, let's see. There it is.
I'll copy that to drop in the link because this explains why I'm doing this. But it's actually the first minute's awesome.
All right, let's bring it on the stage.
And guess what? The volume,
my friend Gunner.
The volume has to be on. He calls me Gunner. Higgy Pop calls me Gunner.
This song goes out to my Gunner. Psychotronic squirt gun. He kicks butt like Attila the Hun.
Yeah.
Gunner's music should be the top of the charts. And he reads his comics and they make him smart. Read your comics, they make you smart.
So yeah, I'll drop that in there. And
Nice.
He's helping me. He's going to sketch characters that I'm creating. All my songs connect into one universe that I've created from 7 to 10 different characters. And every week I'm going to be dropping a song. I've been working on this for like 7 years, and he's going to sketch. He's going to sketch out the characters. So I'm really proud of that, man. So he's a great friend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
It's so cool that you have like this project you've been working on, which I know people are always like, what happened to Aaron with all this comic book content? It's because Aaron's been creative.
Yeah.
and doing stuff, doing music.
Picking and choosing my battles. But now that I got this machine built and I'm going to start rolling it, I'm going to have a little more time now to read my comics. I'm going to start doing the comic videos of, and all that stuff again. So I'm pretty excited about it.
What's funny, about a year ago, I think I was looking for I guess a picture for a thumbnail for when we were going to do a show together. And when I looked up your name, it came up not as like, YouTube comic or anything like that. It came up as like musician.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
And that was cool. I was like, oh, look at that.
Yeah. I'm streaming here. I'm going to drop My very first song was Harvesting Stinging Nettles. I just dropped it the other day. And it's about Chase Dagwood, who has these nightmares that he's fighting these grasshopper alien things on an other world, different world, you know. And this is like the prelude to that, where he's also a garden supply warehouse manager, right? And you know, he has a lot of punk rock friends and heavy metal friends, and they give him a hard time about natural products, and so he pushes back on that. So this is Harvesting Stinging Nettles. I won't put I dropped the video, but I'm just going to drop the link where you could stream it, and you guys could just go on my channel if you want to see the video I just did. But
Boom.
I really appreciate you guys hanging in there with good old Psychotronic Squirt Gun. Yeah, and this is going to be ongoing for years. I'm just going to always be dropping this one. I put it in an AI engine to determine what genre of music it was, right? And it came up country. 27% country, and then like folk rock and all. So this one's a mellow one, you know. I don't listen to country, but that's what it said, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like when you take one of those DNA tests and you know, it comes back with some random country you've never known.
That's pretty crazy, dude.
It's like, what? What is
I'm
this?
very happy, man. Very happy rolling out all these characters, and I'm gonna get back to my comic book content soon, within a couple months, and start rolling that out again. So I'm really excited.
Hey guys, if you notice, there is a hashtag scrolling along the bottom. I made 800.
Woo!
I'm going to give away one entry into my CGC premium membership giveaway. So go ahead and put that in the chat. Hashtag I made 800, and we'll spin that to see if somebody, you know, somebody will get an entry.
I get to do that?
Yeah, you can jump in.
Wow, I could do it.
Yes.
Congratulations on that. It's not easy, man. You know,
I
was one of your first friends. I consider you my first YouTube friend, Will.
And that's an honor. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was it's something that I didn't think I'd be quite as excited about until I actually got to it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
800. Yeah. So
cool.
More exciting than 700, I'll tell you that.
The problem with these gold keys is they don't put the numbers on them. You got to go look them up inside.
Yeah, you gotta look it up. I got a couple of
nice. I remember that as a kid. Loved it.
Thing number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says $1.50, but I bought this years ago at the Midtown Comics. Used to have they have a warehouse now again, but they had a warehouse in Queens, and I think I bought that for like $1. So I say 50 cents. And then thing. And now the all new Miss Marvel.
I didn't put in the right hashtag. Thanks for thanks for that. Hey, am I the only one doing this?
You forgot the eye. It looks like you might perhaps. Oh no, Kyle Kirby's there. Maybe if I did this, people would sometimes you have to put up the, let's see. Maybe if I did that, maybe people see it.
We need the hashtags so we could spin it.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, if nobody enters it, you got a 1 and 2 shot now.
Wow. Oh, there you go. Starting to roll in.
People just needed to see it. All right. Let's go back to this layout. All right. Roll them in, guys. Roll them in. All right. Let's see.
Only Dagger did it so far.
Kirby jumped in.
So 3 people so far.
Yeah, which is fine. Show some older Thor. Well,
Yeah.
this is not an older Thor. This is a true believer. Thor versus Hulk. Jack Kirby goodness.
Yeah, dude.
Got the sticker right over the Hulk's face. Awesome.
But what about Road to 1K?
The road to, oh yes. Well, that's Dagger. Dagger's on the road to 1K.
That's awesome.
Astonishing Thor. What do we got here? Thor Generations. This was in Jason Aaron was doing some Thor books. Here we go. Here's the Thor everybody was waiting for. The Mighty Thor.
Nice.
282.
70s action.
Yeah, I have to I have a big gap between 282 because then I go straight to 340.
Got to organize your stuff.
Yeah, I have another box with like earlier Thor books in there.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of earlier Thor, I don't know if you saw this one yet. Journey into Mystery.
Nice.
Jack Kirby 12 center.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the first appearance of Baldar, Hela, and Sif.
Wow.
And Thor gains full use of his hammer in this issue as well.
Nice.
So
how much did you get that for?
I think I paid 100.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah. And I also got the first Hela cover, but that's in a box over there. But we do have this Thor number 341 with this giant dragon. I don't know if that's Fing Fang Boom or not. Probably not.
No.
These are part of the Walt Simonson.
Yeah.
Collection.
I remember that as a kid too.
Yeah, so we got 342.
It's all the Jim Shooter era, right?
Yeah.
It's a twofer.
We got the Newsy and the Direct.
Yeah, dude.
So I will keep multiples if they're different. So if it's like a Newsy, Direct, Canadian price variant, or even Mark the Jeweler, I will keep multiples. Here's another Walt. 343. I have to fill in this.
I'm slowly organizing my stuff too.
345. Yeah.
I organize it into a box first alphabetically, then it goes into the collection, right?
Nice. This is this came in like a mystery box I got it from Torpedo Comics in Las Vegas. It said it was a $15 book. I did not pay that. I think I years ago did pricing on it. It came back as a $10 book. I'm interested to see why it was that expensive.
Yeah, I don't think it is now.
It doesn't look like a I don't know. It doesn't look like one of those keys I would remember. Thor and I don't. Yeah. If anybody ever goes to Torpedo Comics, keep in mind they are priced a little bit higher than most people for some reason. So let's see. Thor 348. It doesn't come up as a key issue on cover price, but let's see. Last recorded sale was for $6. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this book, but it's worth $6 apparently. So, yeah, last sale was $6, and it says most been $8.
I got that whole Simonson run there, you know.
Yeah, I started to work on it, and I have to follow through on it. That's 348. Here's 349.
I think you can pick these up on the cheap now.
Yeah, 355. I mean, I could probably hit up a store and find them in a dollar bin somewhere. Or, as time passes, they go up a little bit. Hopefully, maybe the $2 bin. Or find the lot on eBay or something.
Oh yeah, eBay can definitely get a lot of that stuff. But it's cool. They print. The thing is, they printed enough of those, because they were selling.
Yeah.
That was a great run of Thor there.
362.
Pretty legendary.
3 curse. Here we go. Throg.
That was big for a while too. Donny Cates kind of made that
Made it
for a minute,
right? Yeah. That must be why I have 2 of them. They're both direct.
Yeah. Donny Cates knew how to make everyone excited for a new series.
He was a good promoter. There are a few comic creators who are good promoters. I mean, the biggest one is probably Todd. But let's see. While we are, might as well finish off the Mighty Thor run since I've done most of it. 369. And I do have a 344, the first Beta Ray Bill. We got the 25th anniversary cover.
Yeah.
That is slabbed, and I'd have to look for it. So,
yeah, I just realized there's one thing I didn't get from Kevin. So
yeah,
man,
gotta be like, where's my stuff, Kevin?
No, I just it was the Godzilla versus Justice League versus King Kong. All that.
Oh,
I was supposed to get that. Man,
let's see. Digging those Thors, Will. Thanks, Rob. So, I met Walt Simonson at a convention years ago, a couple years ago, not years ago, and I was talking to him. I was like, "Hey, what's one of the most fun panels you ever drew, or page?" And he told me a story about he did a comic. It was Hulk. So Bruce Banner wakes up, and he's missing his pants, right? He's kind of nude because he hulked out, and he came back, his pants were gone, and he jumps away. He turns back into the Hulk and jumps away, whatever, and lands in a warehouse, and then turns back into Banner, and it's a warehouse where they make pants, and it's just a warehouse full of purple pants. And it was like, yeah, he was like, I love that. What's up, Comic Cat Collectibles? Rich, what's up? In the house.
I gotta text him now. Let me do that.
Yeah, make sure you get your books.
Well, it's just, man.
Or on the next shipment.
Yeah.
This is tied into Secret Wars, Thor number 383.
Awesome.
Here's a cool cover. Definitely an homage, or maybe it's just a straight up cover rip. But Thor and the Hulk. One of my Al Milgrom did the pencils on this. Not pencils, ink. One of my favorite scenes is in the Avengers movie when Hulk and Thor are standing next to each other, and Thor's like, "Good job" or whatever, and Hulk's just punches him right off screen.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's a cool cover. There we go. Nothing can stop the Juggernaut. Thor 411. This is also a key. I forget what team appears in Thor 411. Was that the new? No, not the New Mutants. That's gonna haunt me. Thor 411. Just look it up. Maybe cover price will tell me what it is.
Dr. Silver Age loves his J Jaws. Good old J Jaws, right, Rod? That's Hulk.
Let's see. Thor 411 is the first appearance of the. I see the team in my head. I just can't figure it out. The New Warriors. That's what it was. Yes. Oh. Here's Doctor Strange versus Blood Axe, the
Nice.
mighty Thor. That's when Thor had that crazy helmet.
Yeah. Did he have a beard?
And that's it. He did have a beard. He had a crazy beard. I don't know. You can see it here, but
Yeah, there it is. That crazy beard. Yeah.
and then we jump all the way to Thor 620, Fear Itself, which was a
Cool.
major. And then I have a bunch of legacy Thor stuff, but we won't go through that. All right, let's spin this wheel.
All right.
Let's give the people what they want. Free stuff. All right, let's go. All right, still at 3 entries. Oh, there are some new people who came in. Hold on. Let me give them a chance. All right, guys, you have another, give you like a minute my time to enter hashtag I made 800. That will give to you one free
There you
entry to my CGC premium membership giveaway. So go ahead and throw that in there.
We got
And,
Matt. Matt jumped in there.
Yeah, he's like, I'm back.
Yeah.
Guess who's back? Matt is back. All right. So while we wait, let's go ahead and show some Jason Aaron runs. So we got 700. I did not mind Jason Aaron's run. I thought it was fun. Mangog is in this one. This is issue 701.
I like the first story arc like the first year.
Yeah,
Jason Aaron. It was pretty dang awesome with the God Butcher and all that.
right. That was a fun one.
But you liked when she became Thor there, huh?
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad run. You know, sometimes it's good to have a breather. You know, I don't know if character, like I enjoyed when Peter Parker basically died or Doc Ock took over his body and became the superior Spider-Man. I enjoyed that 2-year run. Now I think if it might have gone longer, it may have lost its mystique. But I did enjoy, that 2-year run of the Superior Spider-Man. This book was very interesting because you had Jane dealing with cancer.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the villain was a different type of villain, sort of in this book. It was. She was not only just fighting the fight against the other baddies of the week, but also like a serious opponent.
Ask Matt if he has this. He probably does.
Hey Matt, you got these guys?
Matt, do you got
number 2. G.I. Joe number 44. The number 2 looks like some sort of variant, maybe a second printing or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have these, Matt?
Matt, you got those G.I. Joes?
If you're still in the house. So when you organize,
he says he has both of them.
So when you organize, do you, in alphabetical order, do you count the dot in G.I. Joe? You put G and
so it just goes right into G.
Yeah. So that would be for stuff.
you actually you're saying that, and I have to check my box because I just filed some GI Joes. I would think that I think I did it because I saw it on some other website where I was looking at books and they did just the G, and I was like, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So yeah, I think I may have started that. That issue 2 is a second print. All right, cool. Yeah, that issue 2 you have
is worth something.
It's a second print. Yeah, so I mean, just being a second print.
Oh, Roscoe made it in there.
Matt says he needs the later numbers of G.I. Joe.
Okay.
Hey, Roscoe's here. All right, now that Roscoe's here, the party can start. All right, let's go ahead and let's spin this now. I don't think we're getting any extra peeps entering. All right, round and round it goes.
Stop. Wins. Here he comes.
See.
Oh,
what do we got?
Oh, Roscoe. So it's the last person that
It seems like that, right? Let's spin it one more time. No second entry for Roscoe. So it's got to be somebody else. All right.
Matt wins.
Masco. I just put Matt and Roscoe together and made Masco. Roscoe and Matt.
Nice.
Both get an entry. So congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Well, these are power.
I dropped
lines.
my pen. Found it. All right. So Matt and Roscoe, and they both already have entries, so they just doubled up. All right. And again, guys, that's an entry on the prize wheel for this CGC premium membership, which will be given away. So not this Monday, but the Monday after. The Monday after next. Oh,
well,
right.
This show rocked, man. We freaking rocked it.
We did. You know what? If we go another 3 minutes and 15 seconds, we reach an hour and a half.
Yeah. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. That's awesome.
I think it's just the adrenaline as soon as the show's over.
Yeah.
Feel a little sick, Roscoe. I think I got the con crud. I blame Matt.
The con crud.
I ain't partying without Roscoe. Double mint, you guys rock. We try. Here's a few more Thors because I'm trying to get through this box, and I figure while I got you guys here, it'll make life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Bro, I was sick for see, everybody was sick. It's crazy. We got more Jason Aaron, Thor number 1.
Decided to reboot it again.
I thought it was a duck. It's a wheel. Yeah, we're doing the wheel for the CGC. The duck race is cool too, but oh look, this is a hella cool cover. I was actually feeling pretty baseline. Like I was waking up a couple of times and I was like, oh, my head hurts, or oh, my throat is sore, or oh, my nose is running. And today it just all hit me at once. And I was like, ugh.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah. I really enjoyed these covers on this run. This Jason Aaron run of Thor.
So Roscoe was down and out too. Matt was down.
Yeah. I'm feeling it.
I told Matt I'd go out next year, right, Matt?
Well, if you're there next year, that means
the Airbnb and have a big party there or something. I don't know.
Roscoe says he was dehydrated and didn't eat enough, so that's what made him feel like garbage.
All right.
I don't really eat a lot at the con. I feel like it cuts into your productivity time, so I bring like a few granola bars and I just eat those.
Yeah.
But basically, I don't. Somebody bought me a chicken sandwich at the con. Oh, is Izzy? Izzy bought me a chicken sandwich because I helped him out with some stuff, and he also saw I wasn't eating, so I think he bought me a chicken sandwich. It was like the worst.
Oh,
it was a grilled chicken sandwich, and there was nothing appealing. Like they had like a fixins bar, so it had like
Yeah.
barbecue sauce and lettuce and tomato and onions. So like I open it up and I
Or-
just look at it. And you ever see like that piece of grilled chicken that just looks like a little gray,
Yeah.
a little off color, and you're like, ah, man. And it was
so
dry.
that might have done it to you. You know?
All right, Matt. Matt's heading out. He's got a doctor's
right.
appointment. Good luck at the doc. Hope that turns out well.
Wait, I thought we were doing the show, Matt, tomorrow. No, maybe that's
Oh,
early.
he's going to bed. Yeah. Oh, it's early. Yeah, he has a very early. So maybe he'll be back.
Okay, he'll be back in time for his show. Good Cinema. Next year, yeah. I should fly out, man. It's fun. Like it's like I hang out with all you guys, and it's like, but I never met you, like in the flesh. I only met like 3 people so far, and that was a blast. So I kind of do things slow, but yeah, Will might not even go next year. Okay,
Yeah,
Matt.
I mean, if you're there, I might have to.
Good night, you guys. Everyone's saying good night.
Good night, Roscoe. Yeah, we're gonna head out soon.
Edgar's saying good night to me.
I did have to pull out the sad Thor with the black band.
What's the matter, big fella? No, the black, yeah, the rip.
Stan Lee.
Yeah.
I mean, his face doesn't say sad. Thor's face says fierce, but you got the Stan Lee.
Yeah.
And they really went into it. They printed multiple. Like this is issue 15, I think. 8. Sorry, way off. 8, and then 9 also had it. They did like 2 months of Stan Lee black bands. But I got the I think I have the entire run of Jason Aaron on this one, which goes into the War of the Realms.
Yeah.
Which was fun. I didn't mind.
Yeah, I didn't. I dropped out at that time. I mean, of Thor. I was like, no. I don't know what happened.
A lot of the event comics. Sometimes that's a good time to drop out.
Yeah.
All right. Let's finish off the Thor run, and then we'll call it a day because we should get going.
Charlton, do. That's what he does. Every time I see freaking Charlton now, I think of that song. Thanks, Higgy. Higgy's awesome now, man.
Higgy, I hear he's a good dude.
Higgy Pop, yeah, he's a good.
I've seen him in streams and stuff. He's
a stand-up comedian on his videos, and it's just
fun
awesome.
guy.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna end off with King Thor, and that's King Thor #1.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got through my entire run of Thor in this box. I have another box with more Thor, but
wow.
All right. Before my nose explodes, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah. Hope you feel.
Well, it was fun to have you.
Yeah, man. I'm glad I was here.
Yeah, you're invited back anytime. If you want to come on next week, you're invited, more than invited to come back.
Thank you.
Every week you want to come back, you have a free pass to be on this show.
On Wednesday, new comic book day. Why?
Right. With comic news. I added that because I needed a warm up.
Yeah, you're not feeling good. So, hey, Rod, Dr. Silver Age, thanks for swinging by and saying hi. So freaking cool, man.
Roscoe's like, go ahead. Yeah, Rod is cool dude too. I haven't seen. It was fun when we did the.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Will's not even going. That wasn't for me to say, Roscoe.
Panda is going, and so is Dale. Yeah, Dale's a fun guy too. Thanks, Dr. Silverage. Always fun to have you around.
Yeah, thank you. Yep.
My nose is finally unplugged today. Good for you, Roscoe. Not Roscoe, Dagger. I've been confusing names. I think it's the Benadryl. My most favorite moment today. I mean, I heard it. I don't know if anybody else heard it. Is when I called Matt and Roscoe Matt. What did I say? Matt Osco.
Moscow.
Moscow.
Hey, Moscow. What's up?
Moscow. So, all right, let's
Well,
get
guys,
out of here.
The chat rules. I will be joining Will as much as I can on Wednesdays. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, man.
Let's go out with a little. Go out on the upper.
No, I like your other show there too. You know, morning.
Oh yeah,
Delight or whatever it is.
Afternoon Delight.
Afternoon
I
Delight.
bring that out every once in a while. Like I did one when I was going to Heroes Con. I couldn't do the nighttime show.
Yeah.
So then I made an Afternoon Delight, and I did it.
Did you
before
do this? Did you do all the visual? You got to do that on this show too, man. Just all the spliced together, you know, things.
Yes.
There, you know.
I will make one for this show.
I am a real American. Right.
Spartans.
Yeah.
The mix. Yes.
Yeah.
I will make.
On, right. Is this thing on?
Yeah.
That was good work.
I did make a mix for this one. Now that you pointed that out, I will definitely make.
Or
one.
just use that one or something. Is this thing on?
Yeah. That's a good one. I like that. All right, guys, we're heading out. Aaron, you got anything you want to let them know before we go?
Nothing really. What's this week like? Tomorrow, go on Matthew's Hero for Hire for Good Cinema. I'm going to be there in the morning, at 9:30 my time, Pacific time. Friday, I'm taking Friday off because it's the 4th of July.
Yes.
And then I'll be back Monday with my show, and I'm rolling out tunes every week, man, that all connect. Like I say, they connect into one world from different character perspectives, and it's like indie rock, alternative rock, or country, I guess. I don't know. That's what the AI agent said. And then also there's like some dark wave, or it's like synth wave. It's all kinds of shit. But I've been working on this for years, you guys. I must have my head freaking examined for the amount of time I put into this, but it's fun. And it's at the end of the day, it's like we have all this technology, why not use it? Right?
Yes.
Why not use it? You know?
It's there.
And I don't use AI and when I make music either. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't do that.
Let's see. Oh, from the Canadian. Happy 4th of July.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. What's today? Today's Wednesday.
I gotta make sure. Go ahead.
I'm still working on my Heroes Con video. I've had some problems with uploading it. That's why it's taking so long. But we're getting there. So we made progress today. So I should have that out later in the week. And that's about it. Checking Monday Night Raw books where we'll have the official date for this guy. So we're working on that. And that giveaway, the CGC premium membership giveaway. And that's it. So yeah, peace. And you know that other word we say.
Hit that like button.
Yeah. Deuces.
Deuces. See you on the next one. Got that from Will. Got that